Good afternoon and welcome everybody. I'm John, and today I want to start off by asking, have you ever looked at a piece of art and go, what on earth were they thinking, or what drugs were they on when they made that piece of art? Today I want to discuss a few pieces of art, all sculptures that I have found, and they are all bizarre in their own right. So let's get to it and explore some unfortunately bizarre sculpture. The first piece that I want to bring to you comes from Vancouver. It's called Boy Holding a Shark. It's a little bit more than 7 meters tall, and it features a blue boy carrying a shark that is melting. The message behind this particular piece is that it represents global climate change and sea levels rising. It's a warning to us. And I guess because when I see it, I see the embodiment of a nightmare being sculpted. Imagine you're a kid and you're dreaming that you're swimming, and all of a sudden there's this shark, but somehow you grab it, and as you grab it, it starts melting, which presumably is because it's super hot, and thus the super shocked face of the blue boy. And now you have this melting waxy shark thing in your hands. And yeah, so there was a little bit of a tangent of my interpretation of the art, because I would have presumed that you or anyone else, if they were to go to Vancouver without having any knowledge and seeing this 7 meter statue of a blue boy holding a melting shark, I would venture to guess that your very first thought isn't, yeah, look at that. The sea levels are rising. I really need to reduce my carbon footprint. I'm going to take public transportation from now on. I'm going to be very conscientious of the foods I buy and everything that's causing the sea levels to rise. No, you see a melting shark and a boy who's freaking out. Now, he could be freaking out because he's got a shark, but then the shark is melting. And who actually goes into the ocean and just, picks up a shark besides Billy Bob and some other dummies? Goodness. Just, yeah, that's the first piece, melting shark guy. And comment down below. Actually, if you, when you saw that, your first thought was sea levels rising, or actually just comment down below what your first thought was the instant that frame got burned into your brain. The next piece of art, if you can call it that, is called the Big Giving Statue in London. And what it represents, supposedly, is an old North American custom where the more you give, the more highly thought of you are. And if you're looking at this statue, it's people coming out of lava rock and having water ejected from their eyes, mouth, ears, and other orifices for which I cannot say or just won't, because I'll let the art speak for itself. But I gotta say, if this statue was in my neighborhood, I'd have to really look at the artist and say, really, dude? This is, of all the things you could have made, you made statues who are vomiting water and having just things spewing out of their brains, and just again, nightmare inducing fuel, especially if you're a kid. Imagine walking little Johnny or Jane up to the fountain and going, hey kids, look at this fabulous piece of art. And then all of a sudden it's turned on and the statues start spewing water from different body parts, and everything is just gross and nightmarish, and it's like, run. And yeah, and then you have to deal with the trauma and the psychology bills they're going to have to come with fixing your kids after putting them through that. Hell, I looked at that and my initial thought was, why? I mean, I guess that could be an allegory for life. It's just, you just walk around and just go, why? But yeah, the Big Giving Fountain in London. Good job, guys. Good job. Comment down below if, when you saw that photo, You thought, yeah, that looks like a North American thing. Lastly, I want to bring to you a not necessarily nightmare inducing statue, although if you really look at it, I could see why one would think that. But to me, it's more Bugs Bunny than it is psychedelic dreams going ape in your head. It's called the Bullfart statue. That's right, Bullfart. And what it represents, from the research I've done, is Bernie Madoff getting gored in the butt by a bull who has released a supersonic fart. And I'm just trying to imagine this because I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot of really rich people out there who are just, they really think Bernie Madoff is the pits. And that's putting it nicely because I don't want to upset YouTube. So, what it is just supposedly the bull represents the market of Wall Street, and of course, Bernie Madoff with a horn up his butt represents Bernie Madoff with a horn up his butt. So, yeah, so I just want to put that out there because it made me laugh. The guy who is most famous for getting ridiculously rich off of running the world's perhaps longest and largest Ponzi scheme, just getting gored by a bull. And there's not a whole lot on it, so when you do your research on it, it's just highbrow humor of Bernie Madoff, an elderly man, for us to laugh at as a bull has cartoonishly right out the back end flies up in his horn right into Bernie Madoff, like just like woohoo, that would suck. And if you don't believe me, you can Google that kind of stuff, and let me tell you what, people die from it. Now, that's a piece of art. You know what? I would actually pay for a smaller version of that to sit on my desk. And if you can find one and want to ship it to me, I'll take it. And then, and I'll put that on my desk of just Bernie Madoff right in the tuchus. Anyways, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. And until the next time, take care.